So, systems of equations word problems. What we're going to see today is ones with cost. So, the cost of apples and oranges. And the important thing, remember systems of equations, we have two variables. So, here our variables are going to be apples and oranges. And also with systems of equations, we have two equations. So here we have one equation, this first sentence, and then here we have a second equation with those same variables. And we're looking for each variable. How much is the apple and how much is the orange? Now, these are going to be pretty obvious in terms of how do you write the equations, but there's a couple warnings. So let's think about this. 7 apples. If you had to write that as an algebraic expression, how might you write it? 7x. 7x. In this case, we could even just say 7a, because a could be apples. And it's going to be easier to remember when we get to the end if we use a for apples. What would we say for and in algebra? Plus. 2 oranges. How might I write that?
2O.
2o. Now, cost. How do I say cost? Equals. Now, here's a warning. When I have dollars and cents like this, it's going to be easier to turn it into just cents. So instead of $1, 0.10, I'm just going to write 1.10. The other warning is this is not a 20, this is a 2o. So sometimes you might want to pick a slightly different variable. If I'm worried that I'm going to confuse an O with a 0, maybe I'll call oranges R. Right? Okay, now let's see if we can write the second sentence. 10 apples, what do I write? 10a. And 11 oranges.
11R.
11R. Cost equals $3.20 or 320 cents. Okay. So now we have a system of equations. This system of equations is kind of tricky to solve. But I'm doing this one like this on purpose. Some of them will be easier. Remember, you can always do this. Let's say I want to eliminate A. I'm going to take the top equation and multiply it by negative 10, because 10 is the number in front of A down here. And then I'm going to take the bottom of the equation and I'm going to multiply that one times 7, because 7 is the number in front of A up here. So now I'm going to write my equations. I have negative 10 times 7 is 70A, minus, because we have our negative here, 2 times 10 is 20R, equals 110 times negative 10 is negative 1100. Okay, now I'm going to take the bottom equation. I have a positive 70A. And this is the whole reason that I did this. Because negative 70 and a positive 70 are going to cancel out when I add these together. Now I have 7 times 11R, which would be 77R, equals 7 times 320. Maybe I need to do that over on the side here. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 1 is 22. So I have 2,240. Okay. Now I add my equations together. And this is the part that's reviewed. So you may want to go back and look at the video or your notes about solving systems of equations to review this. So when I add these together, 70a and a negative 70a gives me 0. Negative 20r and a positive 77r is going to give me 57r. And then 2240 minus 1100. So I'm doing this the opposite way because it's easier. I'm thinking about it like this. But it's the same thing. And that's going to give me 0, 4, 1, 1. 1, 1, 4, 0. So now what I need to do to solve for r?
Wow.
Divide by 57. So I have 1140 divided by 57. Let's see. 57 times nothing is going to go into 11. So yeah, 57 times 2 is actually exactly 114. So then we have 0, bring down the 0. How many times does 57 go into 0? 0. And so our answer is 20. R equals 20. $20?
No,
20 cents. Very good. Then I have to figure out the apples. I'm going to go back to this original equation. 7a plus 2r equals 110. Except instead of r, what am I going to write?
It's going to be right
20. So 7a plus 2 times 20 equals 110. 7a, what is 2 times 20?
40.
7a plus 40 equals 110. How do I solve for a now?
Take subtract 40.
Subtract 40. What is 110 minus 40? 110. Let's see. 110 minus 10 is 100. And then there's 30 more left to subtract. So 100 minus 30 is
20.
70.
Oh.
If you count down by tens, we go 100, 90, 80, 70. Another way of doing it. Now divide by 7.
A equals
A equals 10. Am I done?
10. Yeah.
Let's write our answer in words, right? Apples cost how much? 10 cents. 10 cents each. And oranges cost how much?
26 each.
20 cents. So this right here is my final. Questions? Wow, what timing.